What's up, Central Illinois business owners? We know that insurance and employee benefits are one of the most expensive, confusing, and frustrating hurdles that you face in your business today. Garrett and I work with Central Illinois businesses to create insurance and risk management programs and employee benefit solutions that reduce risk, enhance your business, and maximize your profitability. Head to CIBLinsurance.com to learn more about insurance solutions that are specifically designed for your Central Illinois businesses and to watch our educational videos about work comp, employee health insurance, commercial insurance, and other insurance products to help your business go to the next level. Go to CIBLinsurance.com. We'll see you there.
It's time for CIBL Biz Tips, bringing you actionable strategies to grow and improve your business. Prepare to become civilized.
What's up, Central Illinois? Welcome to CIBL Biz Tips, where we bring you concepts and strategies to grow your Central Illinois business. Today, I'm going to give you a quick solo episode. If you follow the CIBL podcast, you know that Garrett and I are insurance professionals. We help Central Illinois businesses with commercial insurance, and we also help with employee benefits and help them navigate the costly and confusing world of health insurance and other benefits as well. And so today what I'm going to do is explain one of the most common questions we get from employees and employers about health insurance. And that question is, what is an HSA? A lot of people have heard of an HSA, but they don't really know what it is. I'm just going to go to the quick tips. I'm not going to get too far in the weeds today, just give you some basics about an HSA. I'm going to preface this by saying I am not a tax professional. If after the end of this episode, if you're interested in about HSAs and you want to learn more, I would highly recommend contacting your tax professional to learn more of the details. I can also try to answer your questions, but I always recommend that a tax professional get involved if you have the kind of the deep questions. So an HSA, what is it? Well, HSA stands for Health Savings Account. So a health savings account is a tax-exempt savings account that's established to pay for qualified medical expenses. Contributions to an HSA account are tax-free. Interest and other earnings to an HSA are also tax-free, and any dollars that you use or spend from an HSA are also tax-free. So it's a tax-exempt savings account that helps you save money on the money that you make. So you don't pay taxes on those dollars that go to an HSA. So in order to use an HSA, you have to have a high deductible health plan that is an HSA qualified plan. So if you have a health plan that is not HSA qualified or is not a high deductible health plan, you cannot legally use health savings account dollars unless you have a high deductible health plan. So before you set up a health savings account, make sure that you have a plan that qualifies for use of an HSA. You can contribute to an HSA in several different ways. So a lot of times if you have an employer-sponsored plan, an HSA may be set up through your payroll where they deduct money to put into your HSA. So that money typically comes out of payroll tax-free so that you're not taxed on the money that's going to your HSA account. Some other times you might have an individual plan, or you may have an employer-sponsored plan that is not, they don't set up an HSA for you. In that case, you can actually go to your bank, typically go to a bank where you have your checking or savings account. They can set up an HSA on your behalf as well. So there's several different ways you can do it. You can set it up yourself through your bank or any bank, or your employer may set up the HSA. So there's always a question that we have is, if we don't use HSA dollars, do we lose it at the end of the year? So in HSA, you do not lose the money that's in your account. So it rolls over year to year. You do not have to use that money before the end of the year. A lot of people get it confused with flex spending accounts, FSAs. So FSAs typically is kind of that use it. If you don't use it, you lose it. And HSA, there's no such thing as that. It rolls over year to year. It's also portable. So meaning let's say you have a high deductible health plan with a savings account through your employer. If you change jobs and you go on to a high deductible plan, it's portable to the next plan that you go to. So you can keep that money that's in your HSA to use it on the next plan that you sign up for if you move jobs. What's up, Central Illinois? You know what you all need? You all need some CIBL podcast swag. And thanks to our newest sponsor, Jedco Sales, you can now find our swag at CIBLmerch.com. You can find t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, hats, and more, all classically adorned with our famous CIBL podcast logo. If you want to represent and support your favorite podcast, check out CIBLmerch.com. That's CIBLmerch.com. If you like our store, you can also build your very own business swag store with the help of Jedco Sales in Effingham, Illinois. Jedco is owned by previous CIBL guests, Andrew and Laren Dial. They've set up a special discount offer for CIBL guests and listeners to set up your very own custom branded swag store. You can now offer branded apparel to your employees, customers, and fans, and Jedco will fulfill all the orders for you. Contact Jedco at sales@jedcosales.com. That's sales@JEDCO sales.com, and tell them that Garrett and Derek sent you. Let Jedco help you get noticed. Those are the main questions we have. It's a very, very popular vehicle to save money on taxes. You're spending money on healthcare expenses that you may have, and it's your money. So you get to keep it in your account. You don't lose it. It's portable. One thing to keep in mind is there is an HSA contribution max every year, and it changes from year to year. It always goes up by a little bit each year. So there's a family max contribution and an individual max contribution. And I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to look it up right now. So in 2023, the max contribution for an HSA for an individual is $3,850, so $3,850. The max contribution for a family is $7,750. So that's the 2023 maxes. It'll change in 2024, 25, and so on and so forth. That will continue to grow over time. It'll stay in your account if you don't use it. It rolls over year to year. So I'm not going to get too far into the weeds. I promise you I wouldn't do that. I just want to give you the basics of what an HSA is, how you can use it, how it can help you save on tax money. One last thing, you will get a document at tax time. You will receive a document either from your employer or your bank, whoever happens to be that is administering your HSA account, showing how much money you put into your HSA. At tax time, you'll either show your accountant or tax professional. If you do your own, you'll plug those numbers into, whatever, tax software you use, and that's when you'll receive the money back on taxes unless it was already pre-taxed by your employer. So it all comes out in the wash at tax time. That's how you receive the tax exempt money from your HSA. So that's it for now. I promise that was it. Want to keep it light and brief and to the point. If you have questions, you can contact me at Derek H. That's DEREKH at ShelbyvilleINS.com. You can also contact Garrett at GARRETTU at Danzig.com. Until next time, you can follow us on social media, mainly Facebook and LinkedIn. You can find us on most podcast platforms. While you're there, leave us a review. Until next time, y'all been civilized. Y'all take care.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Central Illinois Business Leaders Podcast. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/CIBL podcast. You can also follow us on LinkedIn. Don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review. It's the civilized thing to do.